Nicole, sorry,
Best
we got that
start.
wrong. Yeah. So, so I'm here at Lartington Hall today with Nicole, and we're going to have a little chat about the venue and stuff like that. Nicole, can you tell me what you do for Apartment Group and what you do at the hall?
Yeah, of course, happy to. What I do overall is look after the main team that come to our brides and grooms when they are looking to inquire with wedding venues.
A few changes here recently at Lartington. Tell me a little bit more about the changes and maybe the thought process behind it all.
Absolutely. It was basically turning such a beautiful, already beautiful and historic building and just giving it some real modern twists. We just wanted to bring in some really bold changes to make sure that we're still, on point. So the Great Hall, we obviously brought in some extra accessories just to give it some real wow factor. If you notice something about all of the Apartment Group venues, our bar is always in the same space as the evening reception. This was the only venue that didn't have that quality, so we needed to change that.
All right, so you've brought it up to date and pulled it in. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So the new bar in the ballroom was a great change to be made there. It looks gorgeous and very in fitting with the room still.
Yeah.
And then we have our amazing chapel, full of romance, full of candlelight, a brand new gorgeous paved aisle walkway there. Really just, making it stand out that the walking down the aisle, which is, what everybody's waiting to see. It just needs to be as gorgeous and dramatic as possible.
What has the response been then from the brides that are coming now and they're seeing that for the first time?
We love it when people cry, as awful as that sounds, but it's
people cry when they first come. They really cry.
Right.
Oh, good tears now.
Good tears. Yeah, so very similarly to Le Petit Chateau, many couples walk in and get so emotional that they're brought to tears, and thankfully we are seeing this response here with the new chapel.
Just ask you about your own wedding day.
Oh, of course.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Love talking about my wedding. Walking in as man and wife. It's a lovely moment. Everybody stands, claps, goes wild for. It's my favourite part of the day. It always was.
Can you remember how you felt on the morning of your wedding? Can you remember that?
Just. It was such a blur, and I loved it. I loved it because I couldn't be nervous. Everything was obviously very well planned. It was great fun. I had a slice of pizza in one hand and a bottle of Prosecco in the other.
Nice.
Keeping it classy. But it was very laid back, very chilled. It was lovely to have a lie-in as well.
So what's your favourite part of Lartington Hall?
Outdoor spaces are so important, which is, again, what brings this venue so high to the calibre of wedding venues in the Northeast. The ground space, the privacy, how much versatile options you've got there for your ceremony, for everything in between. It's really important. A lot of people like to know what they can do outside. Can they dine outside even? Yes. We love...
I've never seen anybody dining outside.
I know.
Apartment Group venues, they're all exclusive, right? Is that it?
Yes, absolutely. Your wedding space is completely exclusive, and we only host one wedding a day.
So, on your wedding day, you're definitely not going to bump into people in their shorts and t-shirts and things like that.
Absolutely.
No, the timings for a wedding day.
1:30 for a ceremony, leading to be sitting down for your meal and speeches between 3:30 and 4, and then following speeches and dinner, there'll be a very small turnaround for the evening to kick off beautifully at 7:30.
Can you tell me a little bit about the stable cottage?
Absolutely. This is probably my favourite area of accommodation across the Apartment Group. The lodge currently has 5 beautiful boutique bedrooms in sort of a circular shape with a private terrace right in the centre with gorgeous low festoon lights and a hot tub and lovely alfresco dining opportunities. There's also a dressing room, a shared kitchenette area, dining space, private parking and facilities. It's the ideal getaway for the night before the wedding.
What would you say to couples that are struggling with their guest numbers? People's parents put pressure on them to invite people that they don't really see and stuff. What would you have any advice for that?
Massively, yeah. And this is a big conversation that I've had with many couples getting married and many parents on the phone. I'm a girl that backs the couple. I'm afraid, parents getting involved is wonderful, and often if they are, financially contributing, that comes with a lot of almost pressure to invite who they want. But essentially, this is your wedding day. This is just the people that are around you. For the couple getting married, that is essentially all that matters. If you haven't met this person, should they really be at your wedding? If you don't know their surname, should they really be at your wedding? Do have the confidence to stand up to the parents and say, I'd rather they weren't here. And I think that is a very honest and natural conversation these days. I'll back the couple to the hilt on that.
Good.
I
I like
think
that.
it's up to the couple
Yeah,
who should be there.
I agree. It's their day, isn't it? And you can only do it once. As a cliche is to say, but it is your day. You should be surrounded by the people that you like and love the most, really, isn't it?
You want to pay for.
Well, I was going to say something about my own wedding there, but I won't say it. Now we're looking out into the beautiful gardens, aren't we? And I know it's just the start of spring and you can see things coming through a lot of the plants, but I know this place is absolutely gorgeous in the summer. So can you tell me a little bit more about the outside areas?
One of the biggest appeals of this gorgeous venue is how private the whole estate is and how much we've got to offer, like you say, on the outside.
Yeah.
So you drive up to this gorgeous private estate, and then come the back of the venue, you've got these gorgeous wraparound gardens, again, fully private and overlooking the farmlands. So we're situated in 72 acres of parkland, which is just gorgeous for the countryside of the northeast, and obviously what we're looking out onto.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful what we're looking at right now.
It's so lovely.
Can I ask, can you have an outside ceremony here?
Oh, absolutely. You can, surrounding the whole venue, we've got 5 outdoor ceremony potential opportunities there. We'll try and have as many set up on our open days as possible to help you imagine how it can actually look. And you can have a little practice as well, walking down the aisle.
Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? Yeah.
5 lovely areas outdoors. And then it doesn't have to finish there. You've got that lovely time after the ceremony to enjoy your guests, have your canapes, cocktails circulating on the gardens, and you can even get involved with the garden games. You know, we've got lovely lawn games here to get the best photographs, you know, the best men.
I've took some great photos of people doing garden games and stuff like that.
Great.
Usually when people are drunk, you get some great ones.
You do.
Actually, looking here and thinking more about it, it's an absolutely beautiful venue. So like, do people ever like want to stay longer than like the one day of the wedding?
All the time, the time. It's one of the biggest asked questions probably, which we'll love. There's no reason for your wedding day to just be 24 hours. You can absolutely look at a potential 2-day hire of the venue. Okay. So you could arrive, early afternoon, the day before the wedding, get settled, have a lovely alfresco barbecue perhaps, get the games out early if you like, just settle in with your nearest and dearest. And make more of an extended celebration. We absolutely love doing things like that.
So could you maybe have like a barbecue out there on the lawn or something like that? Yeah,
definitely.
I'm into barbecues.
Whether it's a quaint afternoon tea, a nice garden party, or whether it's more Mediterranean vibes, whatever works.
And some really, really nice food. Can you tell me a little bit more about the menus? I obviously just sort of guess what's given to me sometimes, and I don't like to be cheeky and say, can I have this or that? I will eat anything, but can you please just tell me a little bit more about the menus?
Of course, absolutely. How long have you got? They are so long. There's about 50 pages worth of wedding menus, and that's purely to show how flexible we want to be towards the individual tastes. Whether it's your grandma's favourite recipe that you want us to try and recreate for your dessert, or if it's, tastes from around the world, if they, connect to you as a couple, or you want to bring family traditions to us. We love to hear your ideas, and we want to be as open for the main part of the day. The food, we love the food. We've got to get this right. And to make sure you're feeling so confident in the run up to your day, you'll be invited to a complimentary taster event as well, just to show off what we do.
Actually, I remember doing the taster for my own wedding, because I got married at Le Petit Chateau, and we went up for the evening, and we were given loads of different foods to try, and then it just actually made our choices even harder because we liked everything that was given to us. So it was really difficult. But what would you sort of, I know a lot of couples, they pick sort of a 3-course meal. What would sort of you suggest as an offering?
Oh, completely. So the 3-course menu will always be, a really traditional one, which is why it's called a traditional wedding breakfast. Yeah. However, sharing starters, great fun to have. It lets the relaxation across the table, go a little easier. Can I have that last piece of sharing, social interaction? It's lovely.
You wouldn't get much on a table.
That is true, of course. We do our build your own Sunday desserts. You can really make some comical memories there with it. The chef's hat can be brought over per table for the carvery serving opportunities. There's some lovely ways of just making it a little bit different.
And you also do evening food as well.
Cute fish and chip cones, a nod to the northeast, or if it's you're going for the hanging kebabs, or you're going for any of the festival foods, the pimped fries, raclette. Honestly, you name it, we can manage.
Yeah, we had pizza and fish and chips at my wedding, It was amazing. People love the fish and chips. They go really well.
Pizzas are never a bad shout. So.
No, there's never a bad shout. Canapes.
Oh, love them.
So you have some great canapes. Those little mini burgers and I think it's like the tempura sort of prawns. Yeah. Not that I go around eating people's canapes on the wedding day.
Of course, so you would choose your favourite 3. All dietary requirements would be looked after on the run-up to the day, so we know if there's any particular needs to be met on the day. But the canapes would come around on lovely boards, presented beautifully, and our staff will basically mingle around your guests to make sure everybody's getting their little mini bites of heaven.
Like drinks and stuff for guests, how does it work? Do people just have to go and buy their own drinks, or does the bride and groom supply those? How does that work?
Generally, our drinks packages always look after a reception drink. So this is directly after the ceremony. You'll have chosen a drink per person to your choice, whether it's Prosecco, beers, a personalised cocktail, whatever suits you as a couple. Generally, this is 1 per person, but you can add to that if you want to be really generous. That's no problem. And then a traditional drinks package would have a few glasses of wine included for the meal and a toast drink.
Yeah, during the speeches, right?
Absolutely.
Great. Thanks, Nicole, for taking the time to let me ask some silly questions, but I hope that it's been helpful. And thank you very much.
I've loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.